What is your reality? What is this wonder-filled universe? What constitutes seed? Who centers the universal wheel? Let me doubt be cleared. Let my doubts be cleared. Let my doubts be cleared. Truth is not a proposition, but a procedure. It is not declared but enacted, not believed but entered through technique. When philosophy asks why, method asks how, and only the later transforms the structure of being. All doctrines preserve the subject. All techniques dissolve and reconfigure it. To understand intellectually, to understand intellectually requires no change. To understand existentially requires mutation. Knowledge that does not alter the knower is informational. Knowledge that transforms the knower is real. There is no knowledge without enactment. To do is to know, and to refrain is to remain ignorant. All verbal answers are substitutions for transformation. Therefore, they are inherently insufficient. The only valid answer to a question of being is a method of becoming. Experience is not the confirmation of truth. It is its sole medium. Philosophy multiplies answers without altering the questioner. Every conceptual solution preserves the structure of doubt that generated it. The more complete a system of thought, the more refined its illusion of understanding. Ignorance speaks with certainty. Knowledge hesitates because it dissolves its own ground. To enter truth is to undergo discontinuity. The one who begins is not the one who emerges. All real knowing entails death, not of the body, but of identity. All real knowing entails death, not of the body, but of identity. Transformation is not additive, but subtractive. The old self is not improved, but annulled. Rebirth is not metaphor, but structural rupture in the continuity of the self. The content of a question is secondary. Its structure reveals the condition of the mind. A doubting mind cannot be satisfied. Because doubt is not an activity of mind, it is a form. It is its form. Every answer given to a doubting mind becomes a new material for doubt. Thus, the problem is not the absence of answers, but the persistence of the questioning structure. To clear doubt is not to resolve questions, but to dissolve the mechanisms that generates them. To clear doubt is not to resolve questions, but to dissolve the mechanisms that generates them. Truth cannot penetrate a closed structure. Openness is the precondition of transformation. Receptivity is not passive but generative. What is received must become internal, organic, and growing. To receive truly is to be altered in substance, not merely informed in thought. The ideal learner is not a collector of knowledge, but a womb of transformation. The highest knowledge is transmitted not through argument, but through union. Love abolishes distance between knower and known. Therefore, it is the only non-dual mode of cognition. In love, form dissolves and essence appears. The beloved becomes a gateway to the formless. Where logic persuades, love transforms. Where logic divides, love unifies. Logical language seeks to dominate. Experiential language seeks to transmit. Argument operates on the surface of mind. Communion operates in depth. The meaning of transformative speech. The meaning of transformative speech lies not in its proposition, but in its transmission. The silence between words carries more truth than the words themselves. A question about reality indicates not absence of reality, but absence of vision. The blind do not lack light, they lack the capacity to see. The blind do not lack light, they lack the capacity to see. Therefore, the task is not to define reality, but to cultivate perception. Insight is not given. It is generated through transformation of the perceiver. Reality lies beyond all dualities. Conscious, unconscious, form, formless, subject, object. Movement without duality refines illusion. Transcendence of duality dissolves it. The ultimate state is not awareness of something, but pure being beyond awareness. To become reality is to cease distinguishing between knower, knowing, and known. To become reality is to cease distinguishing between knower, knowing, and known. A true method belongs to no culture. A true method belongs to no culture, religion, or identity. It operates on structure, not belief. Transformation is governed by law, not doctrine. Therefore, it is scientific in essence. Belief is irrelevant to transformation. Belief is irrelevant. Belief is irrelevant to transformation. Only application matters. The human being is both laboratory and experiment. A complete system of transformation exhausts all possible pathways of the mind. No new method is required where all structural possibilities are already mapped. Techniques are eternal not because they are old, but because they correspond to invariant structures of consciousness. The method is both ancient and perpetually new, because its application is always immediate. Approach technique without prior knowledge, accumulate concepts, obstruct direct encounter. Approach technique without prior knowledge, accumulate concepts, obstruct direct encounter. Intellect is an instrument, not an authority. It must serve experience, not replace it. Argumentation disperses attention. Attention without argument opens transformation. Only a mind free of accumulation can receive what is given. Only a mind free of accumulation can receive what is given. The final resolution of all inquiry is not the acquisition of answers, but the cessation of the structure that requires them. The final resolution of all inquiry is not the acquisition of answers, but the cessation of the structure that requires them. You have to be your own teacher and your own disciple. There is no path to reality. Understanding is not an intellectual process. Let us look at ourselves as we are. Self-knowledge cannot be imposed. It arises only when inquiry is self-generated and mutually undertaken. Authority in matters of understanding is inherently corruptive. It replaces perception with imitation. The true teacher and the true student are not two. They are functions within the same consciousness. To question all inherited structures is not rebellion, but the beginning of intelligence. Loneliness is not a condition to be escaped, but a mirror in which the self is revealed. Fear arises not from emptiness, but from the refusal to encounter it. Escape from oneself generates fear. Direct perception of oneself dissolves it. The self, when seen without distortion, is not an abstraction but a fact. The self cannot be known in isolation. It is disclosed only in relationship. All life is relational, therefore self-knowledge is the study of interaction. To understand oneself is to observe the movement between self and world without abstraction. The division between individual and collective is illusory. The individual is the world in miniature. Knowledge is always of the past. Learning is always in the present. Accumulated knowledge about the self is memory. Living understanding of the self is immediate. A mind burdened by its past cannot perceive what is. Learning is not incremental accumulation, but continuous renewal. Sensitivity is the condition of perception. Insensitivity is the dueling of both body and mind. The organism and psyche are not separate. Dullness in one produces dullness in the other. Attention is total when there is no division between observer and observed. Concentration excludes. Attention includes. Total attention is total energy. Judgment, condemnation, and justification are distortions that prevent perception. Images of oneself obscure the actuality of oneself. To see clearly is to see without the interference of projection. Observation without choice is the foundation of truth. Simplicity is not austerity but direct perception without distortion. Humility is the absence of conclusion. The moment one claims knowledge of oneself, learning ceases. Certainty is the termination of inquiry. The mind is conditioned by culture, language, memory, and environment. Conditioning operates invisibly until challenged by disturbance. Reaction to challenge reveals the structure of conditioning. To seek freedom from conditioning without understanding. To seek freedom from conditioning without understanding it is to create new conditioning. Awareness of conditioning is the beginning of its dissolution. Naming interferes with seeing. The word stands between perception and reality. To encounter something directly requires suspension of accumulated knowledge. Contact with reality is immediate, not mediated by concept. Disturbance reveals conditioning, comfort conceals it. Escape from disturbance perpetuates dullness. Habituation to disorder is the decay of intelligence. To face fact without escape is the beginning of transformation. Awareness is not partial, it is the perception of the total field. Fragmented attention produces conflict. Total awareness dissolves it. The division of consciousness into parts is an artificial construct of thought. Total awareness is immediate, not sequential. The self cannot be understood through analysis over time. Time introduces distortion. The totality of the self is perceived only in instantaneous attention. Truth is seen in wholeness, never in fragments. To observe without choice is to observe without division. Choice implies conflict. Choiceless awareness implies clarity. In choiceless awareness, the past ceases to interfere with perception. When there is total attention without division, without time, without observer, the mind enters a dimension in which there is no conflict and no becoming.